What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I want to talk to you about something that's on my mind. I recently put out a video about how Grubhub is mass deactivating drivers, and that kind of got some gears turning, and I had a bit of a scary thought that I wanted to run past you guys, and hopefully we can have a conversation about it in the comments. We don't do this type of work for fun or because we're bored or for charity, right? We do this to make money, be it our full-time or our part-time income, right? At the end of the day, we're doing it to make money. And up until about a year ago, Grubhub used to be my number one app. I made more money on Grubhub than I did on DoorDash by a mile, and a bit more than I made on Uber Eats. But all that changed when Just Eat Takeaway took over. When Jet bought Grubhub, things quickly devolved. My market went from a minimum payment of $9 per order to $4 per order slowly. Took them a while, but they slashed our base pay substantially. So after Grubhub was bought out by Jet, things were just not the same as they were before. Over the last few weeks, month, I guess, Grubhub has been going through and systematically deactivating drivers. And they're throwing Section 4 at all of the drivers that they're deactivating. And the only thing that these drivers have in common is a low acceptance rate. Most of them don't have account violations. Most of these drivers don't do alcohol orders. They're not running their card. They have no reason to get deactivated. They're being deactivated for a low acceptance rate. And I have, like I talked about in that other video, I actually have an audio recording from Grubhub stating that these drivers are being deactivated for a low acceptance rate. Now, I'm of the opinion that that is not legal. If we were W-2 employees of these companies and they were paying us an hourly rate, giving us benefits, reimbursing us for miles, so on and so forth, it'd be a different story. However, they're not. We're out of pocket for all of our own expenses, car maintenance, gas, you guys know the drill. So to be deactivating drivers for a low acceptance rate, in my opinion, is not legal. We are not W-2 employees, we're 1099 contractors. And just similar to a construction worker, a construction company, we can get an offer and say no thank you. The difference there is they can submit a counter offer, but we can't. How nice would that be? But that's different video. So Grubhub has been giving these drivers all kinds of different reasons, ranging from a low acceptance rate to not using hot bags and a few others that I'm not going to get into in this video, but just completely absurd reasons. But I think the truth of the matter is it's because of a low acceptance rate. Now, I'm working with a few people in the background on this still, and I'm waiting for the opinion of somebody much smarter than me. We'll see what plays out with that, but I want to get to the main point of the video and the thing that I find so alarming. When one of these companies does something, it's typically not long before the rest of the companies follow suit. So Grubhub starts deactivating drivers. How long is it before we see DoorDash and Uber Eats start deactivating drivers for low acceptance rates? So while you might not care about getting deactivated from Grubhub or other drivers getting deactivated from Grubhub, let me tell you why you should care. If Grubhub gets away with this, they just set the precedent that DoorDash or Uber Eats or Spark or whoever can come in, not pay us an hourly rate, and then deactivate us for declining garbage and knowing our worth. So I hope I'm wrong about all of this, but it's been the trend. When one of them does something, we see the others follow behind shortly thereafter. So if Grubhub gets away with this, I could see that being disastrous for drivers. So I am by no means sitting here telling you to accept garbage orders or to raise your acceptance rate. We all know the orders that Grubhub sends out to the drivers, right? They're your 15-mile orders for $15.05. And every so often, you might get a decent offer. But Grubhub has slid so far over the last year and a half that the overwhelming majority of offers aren't even worth our time. So, and it's kind of mind-blowing to me. So many of these drivers, and I mean no offense to anybody that I've spoken with who was deactivated, but so many of these drivers were telling me that it's not really a big deal to them. Grubhub is only, 2%, 5%, whatever of their income, and it's not a big deal. But it is a big deal, because if they get away with it, Grubhub is just the first app to do it. And then DoorDash will follow, and then Uber Eats will follow. And then all of a sudden, we're going to start having acceptance rate requirements. So I see it as problematic. We'll see how this plays out. I'm far from done with Grubhub on this subject. But my point is, I guess, do not put all of your eggs in one basket. You need to be multi-apping. Anybody who tells you not to multi-app is not somebody you should ever pay attention to. It's like literally, it's like investing in one stock your entire adult life and hoping that nothing goes sideways. That's horrible advice. If anybody ever tells you not to multi-app, ignore that person. Sign up for as many apps as you can. Guys, I hope I'm sounding like a broken record at this point, because my narrative is never going to change on this. The more apps you have, the more offers you get. The more offers you get, the higher your income can be. So be activated on apps you don't even plan to use. I've got, I think, 8 now, and I use 4 on a regular basis, but I've got the other 4, excuse me. So give yourself as many opportunities to succeed as you can. If you're only giving yourself 1 or 2 opportunities, then you're really setting yourself up for failure. I mean, these companies can deactivate you and steal your money. Don't put yourself in a position where you have all of your eggs in one basket. I feel genuinely bad for the people who were deactivated on Grubhub, because the impression that I'm getting through my own research and the stuff that I've obtained is that these drivers didn't do anything wrong. They were just told that they have subpar service compared to others in the region that they're in, which is total BS. Anyway, if you want to check out the other video that I did where I broke down what's going on with Grubhub and the deactivations, check out this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Am I overthinking something, or do I have a legitimate concern? So will DoorDash and Uber Eats follow suit if Grubhub gets away with this? Let me know in the comment section. If you haven't done so, please do press the like and subscribe button. My name is Zach. Take care.